Hey guys, so I am going to be talking about my double jaw surgery. Um, I always told myself that I would do my own. Ever since I found out I was gonna get the surgery when I was probably like 9 years old. Um, I've been looking at everyone else's videos and I figured I should do one of my own. So yeah, I'm going to be talking a little bit about it, but mainly overall what my experience was and my thoughts and reactions, I guess, emotions. So I got mine done in Oakland, California. A lot of people that I've seen are in the UK. There is a lot here too, but I've seen a lot in the UK too. So mine was in Oakland, California through Kaiser. And my doctor was Dr. Shook. My surgeon was Dr. Shook. And then, so they make you take a class before you get the surgery. And in that class, they give you like 5 tips. So number 1 is icing. You should ice the first 48 hours to 72 hours, first 2 to 3 days, just for the swelling. Medication is number 2. You should stay on top of that no matter what, even if you're not experiencing discomfort. And you're never really in pain, like ever throughout the whole journey. You're just extremely uncomfortable. That's how I would put it. It's just some things that are just like you're completely numb in your face, like in this region. So you don't feel anything, so it's impossible to feel like straight pain. But it is very uncomfortable and you're not used to it. So yeah, so stay on top of the medication. It just makes you feel better, and yeah. Number 3 is talking. You're wired shut for a little bit in the beginning. I was wired shut for 2 weeks. It depends on the person and the surgeon. So mine was 2 weeks. It was actually 12 days. And so when they say talking, it just means like moving your mouth like that. Because you can't move your teeth or your jaws open and closed. Number 4 is walking. So pretty much it's just to stay elevated and get some movement in so that the swelling will go down faster. And number 5 is drinking. Oh, you shouldn't walk if you're like on medication though, and you have a caretaker with you. So whoever it is, mine was my mom. So you should always walk with that person, never just like by yourself unless you're like really confident. And then number 5 is drinking, or in other words, eating, because you can't eat, so you drink. I drank Ensure a lot. That was pretty much what I drank, and broth and water. It was horrible, I'm not even gonna lie, but you know, it's only for a period of time. So yeah, so I drank Ensure. I know a lot of people drank Shakeology, which gives you a lot of nutrients. My Ensures had a lot of protein, so I lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks. So, and I am normally like a thinner person, like I'm 5'8", and before I went into the surgery, I was at like probably my biggest, like 155, 153, and then 2 weeks after I weighed like 140, like 138 type area. So yeah, it was really intense, and you lose the weight fast because you're just like not eating ever. So yeah, I don't know, if you're like really skinny, like almost too skinny, I would probably gain a little weight before surgery. But if you're not worried about it, then hey, lose some weight. But yeah, so I had to stay in the hospital overnight because they worked on my upper jaw. Well, they worked on both, but for some people, they just work on the lower jaw. But I guess if you work on the upper jaw, you have to stay overnight. So in order for them to watch your nose, I guess it could bleed profusely. And if it does that, then there's kind of an issue. But it's a very routine procedure, so there's never really ever any issues. Yeah, so I got mine in January, and I was 23 at the time, and then I turned 24 in May, so I'm 24 now. It's been about 6 months since I got my surgery. I still have a tiny bit of swelling all in here. Definitely right here is still swollen because my nose is still a little bit high. But this is the side. I wish I could insert like old pictures and videos and stuff, but I'm so not techie, so you're just gonna have to deal. I might do that later on if people want to, but I doubt it. So, I mean, you know, I have old pictures of me on my Instagram and stuff like that, so yeah. And then I have my before and after of my bite. So this is my bite. And it still needs work. Like there's still some gaps on the side. So yeah. So really the worst part is just not eating, and that passes. It's really, and you get used to it, honestly. So yeah, the first 6 weeks I would say is like the, you know, it's like once you're 6 weeks in, it's like everything's pretty much normal. Like you can eat pretty much what you want. You know, their hard stuff still might be a little hard, like steak and like hard chips or something, but it does get easier. Like I can eat literally anything I want to right now, and it's 6 months. So and I could eat anything I wanted to at like, I'd say 3 months, 4 months, I could eat anything. So it's been a couple months since then. I have like notes here, so I'm trying to like keep on track. Yeah, so you don't really get a true sense of how your experience was until now, like about 6 months in, just because everything is like pretty much healed. But it takes a full year, 365 days, in order to have a full recovery, like bones healed and all. But right now you're halfway there, so you're pretty much there. It just takes a whole year for all the swelling to go away, and pretty much if you still are numb, then you're probably gonna be numb forever. I'm still numb in this area and my lip right here and just right here, but I could feel the other side, and everything else I could feel. So I'm hoping it'll go away. But if it doesn't, then I'm really not worried about it. I'm used to it already. So yeah, and I had an underbite and an open bite, and my open bite, I guess there's a 50% chance of it returning. But my dentist says by the look of it, I doubt it's gonna come back. I haven't been wearing my rubber bands a lot, honestly, and I told him that. And he was like, well, from the looks of it, it's not hurting you, so just continue what you're doing. So yeah, I only saw my surgeon twice after getting the surgery done, and then after the second time, she's like, I don't need to see you anymore. She just wanted me to see her when I get my braces off, which that will be, I'm assuming end of the year. So yeah, I know. So this part is just for people who are thinking about getting it if they need it, or are already in the process of getting it done, or already got it done and are recovering. Overall, this experience was the greatest decision I've ever made in my entire lifetime. This is something that, you know, I don't know about anyone else, but growing up, I always wanted this done because you can't get it done until you're fully developed in your jaw. So pretty much till you're about 18, or even a little bit after that, honestly. But, you know, it's just, you grow up wanting this so bad, but then when it comes to it, it's like, oh my God, like I'm about to get my face broken. Like I never knew the severity of it. So getting up to it, like the weeks and days before, it's like, it's super overwhelming and you like are kind of doubting it or regretting it. But, and then after when you get it, like the first few weeks, it's like, oh, like the third weekend, it was really hard for me. I'm not even gonna lie. The third weekend, for 2 days, I was like bawling because I just didn't know when it was gonna end. I didn't know when everything was gonna go back to normal. And it did, like the next week. So it's such a mind game, and it tests your patience. But you will pull through, and you will be like me in this spot right now, 6 months post-op, like with nothing but positivity. Like it's the most rewarding, positive experience you could ever go through. Like growing up with a deformity in my face. I was once told I look like I have Down syndrome. So obviously this has been a freaking journey for me. I don't know about anyone else, but this has made me into this has made me so much more of a stronger person. I'm more grateful. I'm so much more patient. And I just pray and hope that everyone has such a great experience like I did. If you have any questions, like anything at all, I literally recently went through it. It's only been 6 months for me, so ask me anything you want, and I'm so open to answering anything. I know how hard it is and how scary it gets, but it's really not. It passes and it'll be over, I promise you. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, or just if you have any general, like you just want to know something, then shoot away. And thanks for watching. Okay.